Today I want to share with you how I layer my skincare products, especially when I am using a lot of different skincare steps. Now, many of my skincare videos, I just share basic steps. Cleanse, moisturize, SPF in the morning, and then in the evening, double cleanse, moisturize, and that's it. If you're looking for a basic skincare routine without adding extra serums and things like that. However, many of us, as we age, I'm now 49 years old, a basic skincare routine might not be enough. So for me, yes, I do enjoy my super fast and easy skincare routines, but there are many days that I do like to layer a bunch of different products. Today I thought I would share with you how I layer the products that I just shared in the video a couple days ago. In that video, I shared that Skin Beautiful RX is having their early Black Friday sale on all of their products that are considered to be medical grade skincare. That these products are typically sold in top dermatologist offices and med spas, but you are able to get all of these products for 30% off and free shipping, and there are a ton of amazing free gifts with purchase. Some of them I think are up to $280 value. If you want to know all of the details about the sale, I'm going to leave my discount code. It is Sherry30. I'm going to leave the code down below for you to take advantage of 30% off all of these products that I'm about to share, as well as I will link the video I did a few days ago if you want more details about each product. If you're ever confused and you can't figure out the order of the products that you personally use, a good rule of thumb, and of course this isn't all the time, but typically the best way and easiest way is just to layer your skincare products from thinnest to thickest. But to give you an idea, I'm going to quickly show you how I would layer my products if I was choosing to do a really elaborate, lengthy skincare routine with a bunch of different steps. You do not need to use all of these steps or products in your skincare routine. And again, almost all of these products are included in the early Black Friday 30% off sale. So if you've been eyeing any of these products and you want to take advantage of this huge sale, now is the time to do it. In the morning, I want to make sure I wear something so I can access my neck and chest easily. And since one of my products is tinted, I don't want to get it on my purple robe. So I do have something on, even though I know it doesn't look like it, but I just get this on Amazon. It's like an elastic thin waffle towel. I'll link it down below if you're interested in getting something like this. This is perfect when I do my skincare. Again, this is just to show you how you could layer these different products that I shared in the video the other day. And I know a lot of you have a ton of different serums and products, but you just don't know how to layer them. Hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of how I would do it if I were to use this many products. I'm going to use about 4 or 5 different serums. I don't always use that many serums every day, but you could with the ones that I am using. And I know a lot of you that watch my channel already use these serums, so if you're unsure how to layer them, this is how I do it. I've already cleansed my face. I always cleanse my face morning and evening. For the morning, I'm going to use this cleanser by Is Clinical. This one is not 30% off right now, but I believe it will be on actual Black Friday, so I will link it down below. I think you can get it 20% off right now. One thing I love about this cleanser is I don't just put it on and wash it off really quickly. I want to take advantage of the really good ingredients that are in here. There are some gentle exfoliating and resurfacing ingredients that are in this. So I like to leave it on my skin for a few minutes so that the ingredients can absorb, and it will kind of help to get rid of any flakies or any dryness that is on my skin to help give me that nice little glow without using any other products, just with using my cleanser. So that's my very first step. I always leave my skin damp after I wash it. I never take a towel and dry it all the way off. But I'm talking, so my skin has already dried. I always like to add a face mist, or again, you can just splash it with your tap water. This is by Osmosis. This is their infused face mist. This is something I love to use with the serums that I am about to use, but it's great to use even throughout the day over top of my makeup. This has such a nice light mist to it, and it just feels really good on my skin. But the reason I use this particular mist is it is going to help the rest of my serums to absorb and penetrate into my skin even better. While my skin is still damp, the very first thing I want to do on clean skin before I apply any other serums is I will put on my growth factor serum. Whatever growth factor serum you like for your skin, if you choose to use one, growth factor should go on first on your clean skin. This is the one I shared in my video the other day because you can get this 30% off. This is an amazing growth factor serum. It is a cellular repair serum. This made a huge difference when I dealt with some out of the blue acne breakouts that normally will scar my skin. This prevented any scarring or pigmentation because it helped to regenerate my skin cells quicker, and it didn't even allow the scarring to happen. Next, I always have to put something on my lips. I will either use my City Lips lip plumper, or this is one that is on sale for 30% off. This is a beautiful lip plumper. This is very similar to City Lips. This is by Revision Skincare. This is their Youthful Lip Replenisher. The company Revision actually sent these to me about a year ago, so this is my last one that I'm using up, but Leah at Skin Beautiful RX now sells this brand, and you can get this for 30% off. This is a thicker product than City Lips, but this is a beautiful lip plumper. I usually use this in the evening, but I need something on my lips, so I'm just gonna use it now. What this will help do is it'll help get that pink tone back to your lips, and it can also help darken up your lip border. If I do use it during the day while I'm doing my skincare, I like to put it kind of above my lip border so it will plump up my lips even more. This has like a nice light minty taste to it, and it doesn't burn or sting my lips, but it does give some noticeable plumping, almost identical to what City Lips does. Next, I'm going to mist my face again because I like everything to be damp when I apply my serums because it just helps everything to penetrate even better. So I'm just going to use my Osmosis Infused Nutrient Activating Mist again. Next, I'm going to layer my Osmosis Rescue Serum. This is their new improved formula. This is an epidermal repair serum. Oh, and if you use the Osmosis Stem Factor, their growth factor serum, I've already run out of it, but you would use that in place of the Neogenesis growth factor serum that I used. I do really like the Stem Factor by Osmosis, but I do like my TNS and the Neogenesis a little bit better. So I just use 1 pump of the Rescue. But this is just a nice lightweight, kind of a little bit thicker than watery texture. When you rub it into your skin, it just melts like water, and it absorbs so well. Those of you that use this, you'll know this has almost like a chlorine bleach scent to it. And when I first started using it, I thought, oh my goodness, what the heck, is this a bad product or what's in it? But now it's like I look forward to smelling that chlorine scent when I put this on my skin. If you just have angry skin, or especially if you have rosacea or blemishes, this is a serum your skin might really like. Next, I'm gonna mist my skin again with my Osmosis Infused Mist. And this is such a light mist. I'm not putting like a thick layer on. As you can see, this is so fine when I put it on. The very next step, I'm going to use my Osmosis Catalyst AC11. This is a DNA repairing serum, but this is also a vitamin C serum. And it has L-ascorbic acid in it, but it has only 6% L-ascorbic acid in it. If your skin is very sensitive to most vitamin C serums, but you still want to use L-ascorbic acid, this might be a great serum for you because this is not irritating at all on my skin. But it also has a DNA repairing ingredient in it, which is really good to help heal the skin, and it reduces any inflammation in the skin. This has this brownish tint to it. I will just use about half a pump. This is actually too much, but that's okay. And then I'll take my Osmosis Mist again, and then I will put a few pumps of the mist in my hand and just kind of stir it up with my finger and then apply it to my skin. If you put this on bone dry skin, it's not as easy to spread, and you will probably notice this brownish yellowish tint. If you're wearing makeup, you know, you're not even gonna see this tint. And some people that have darker skin than me, they love the way this looks on their skin because this gives an instant glow to the skin. And I'm just gonna mist my skin one more time. I just use about maybe 3 sprays when I'm doing that. And then this way I can really work it into my skin. Notice how none of my products are pilling, none of them are balling up on my skin because number one, I'm not using a ton of product, but I am using this mist in between my steps so that everything doesn't just sit on the surface, it's absorbing into my skin really nicely. While this is absorbing in my skin, I am going to use my Revitalash. This will help condition my lashes, but it will help my lashes to grow really long. I just put it on really quickly as if I was using a liquid eyeliner. Now again, you do not have to use all of these serums. I am just showing you how, if you had all these products, how could you layer them all if you were choosing to use them all? Now, I will say these osmosis serums, all of them together, actually work really well together. But if you just want to use one or two, you don't have to use all of these. But again, I'm showing you, if you had all of these products and you wanted to use them, this is how I layer them. I'm gonna mist my face again, just 2 or 3 or 4 little sprays, and then I'm going to apply another osmosis serum. This is their Renew, this is their Retinal serum. This is a retinaldehyde. This has niacinamide in it. It has a little bit of lactic acid. It has glycerin. It has the retinal in it. And some of you are saying, what? Why are you using a retinol in the morning? You can use this one in the morning and the evening because it's a retinal, A-L at the end, and it doesn't sensitize or irritate the skin. This is my favorite retinol serum from Osmosis. They have another one, but I think this one is more of the advanced formula. This also has that kind of light yellowy brownish tint, but you don't even notice this when you apply it to the skin. This does have fragrance in it. This has a little bit of lavender in it, which typically I don't love fragrance in my skincare, but I have never had any irritation from this. When I use this product, if you love that lavender scent, it just makes me feel like I'm in a spa getting the most luxurious facial treatment, but I'm doing it all myself in the comfort of my own home. That's it for the serums that go all over my face. Now I like to use something separate on my eyes. Now I'm going to use my Revision Skincare Revox Line Relaxer. This is a beautiful serum if you get Botox or fillers and maybe you just don't want to deal with getting those anymore, but you want something that's going to give you, not of course the same results, but pretty similar results. This has, I think, 8 different peptides in it. It just comes out like a watery serum, and I will just put this all around my eyes. And this tip, this metal tip on it is nice and cooling. You can put it all around your mouth, your marionette lines. You can put this anywhere. I like to just use it right around my eyes, especially in these hollows. It doesn't get rid of the hollows, but it helps to plump up that under eye area there, and it kind of plumps up those wrinkles because it's a load of hydration for that under eye area. It absorbs so beautifully in the skin, but you can almost feel, as if you can almost feel something happening when you put this on, and it's probably just because it's absorbing and it's starting to plump everything up. I've actually been seeing a ton of dermatologists lately recommending this product, especially if you are not wanting to get, you know, fillers and Botox and things like that on your skin. If you have that dry under eye area and you're noticing all those fine lines and wrinkles, try this out if it's in your budget and if you want to take advantage of this 30% off sale, and then leave me a comment. Let me know how it's worked for you. After I put my Revox Line Relaxer on my under eye area, then I always go in with an eye cream. This is an eye cream that I love underneath my concealer. This is by the brand PCA. This is their Ideal Complex Revitalizing Eye Gel. You could use this morning or evening, but I prefer to use it in the morning, especially if I'm wearing makeup, underneath my concealer. It glides on. It just feels like an oil, but it's not an oil. But this will keep my under eyes so moisturized and hydrated all day long. This will prevent your under eye area from looking dry and crinkly. You notice how sometimes after you do your makeup, you feel like you look even older because the makeup is settling into the lines and it's just kind of drying everything up. That is why I love to use this particular eye cream when I do my makeup, because it just makes my concealer perform so much better. Next, I will put on a moisturizer. Now, today I am not going to use a moisturizer because all these other products are already super duper hydrating, and the sunscreen I'm going to use is nice and moisturizing for my skin. But if you want to add a moisturizer, I'm just showing you how you would layer everything. So after you've done all your serums, then your moisturizer can go on next. This is one I didn't share it in my last video. This one's empty now, but I bought this maybe about 6 months ago before Skin Beautiful RX started carrying this. This is by the brand Sente. This is their dermal repair cream. I use this as my moisturizer. I was using it morning and evening. I got it on sale because it's, you know, pricey, but you can get this 30% off right now, so that's why I wanted to mention it. This is great if you have rosacea, or if you're like me and you wake up and you notice that you have like kind of redness or blotchiness on your skin, or especially like around your nose or here. I don't have rosacea, but I was noticing some kind of weird red splotchiness on my skin, and that is what this is specifically supposed to target, that redness in the skin. This made a huge difference, and a lot of the reviews, people, especially people that have that redness and rosacea, they rave about how this has brightened their skin and gotten rid of that redness. So now that my skin has all of my serums on, there's no pilling, it's not sitting on the surface of my skin, everything has absorbed in beautifully, but I always have to apply a sunscreen every single day, rain or shine. It doesn't matter if I'm staying indoors, going outdoors, I always use a sunscreen, and I reapply every couple hours. My favorite that I've been using pretty much every single day, and I use it as my foundation, and you're gonna see why, is my Color Science Flex sunscreen. This has color pigments in it, so I don't even need to use a separate foundation because this will actually give me a medium to almost full coverage. I can usually get away with just using the medium shade, but I like to mix the medium with the tan. So I will do 2 finger lengths of the medium and then 1 finger length of the tan. You're supposed to use, I guess, about 1/4 to 1/2 a teaspoon for your face, neck, and chest. So I am gonna put a whole nother sunscreen down my neck because, you know, I wouldn't put foundation all the way down my neck and chest. But look, let me just zoom in so that you can see this a little bit better. Look at how, as I rub this in, the color pigments start changing and it just turns into a foundation. But it's a foundation and a sunscreen all in one. But this doesn't even look like I have on makeup, but it's just my sunscreen. You know how we always say don't use your foundation as your sunscreen, because surely you're not gonna use that much foundation on your skin, but with this sunscreen you can use the right amount of sunscreen, but it turns into a beautiful foundation. And then on my neck and chest, I'm also going to use the sunscreen from Color Science. And by the way, these are all mineral SPF 50, but this is the one I'm going to bring down my neck and chest. There's no tint to it at all. So as you rub this in, it just turns into your normal skin color. This sunscreen is very moisturizing. It doesn't leave my skin greasy at all though. And I have more normal to oily skin. This is great for all skin types, dry skin, normal skin, oily skin, you name it. This sunscreen is perfect for all skin types. Let me just blend it a little bit better because I was just looking in the camera to blend it. I want to make sure I get my eyelids and all over. One other sunscreen I want to show you, again, you do not have to use all of these steps, but this other sunscreen, I shared it in the video the other day, same formula, it's their Color Science Glow. I will use this as a highlighter, and especially after I've done my makeup, I will use it as a highlighter in the same places that I would highlight my skin. And sometimes I will just mix a little bit of this with the sunscreen if I'm in a hurry, so I just always have that nice glowy look to my skin. Another product I shared the other day that's one of my absolute favorites is by Color Science. This is their 3-in-1 Total Eye Protection. This is an under eye brightener. It's not really a concealer, but it can conceal if you need that light coverage. This is also an SPF 35 and it's nice and moisturizing for the under eye area. This just has this nice light peachy tint to it, so it will help brighten up any discoloration. But it's not necessarily a concealer, but I mean, you can see the difference that this does a great job at, you know, helping to conceal. I keep this in my purse, and this is how I touch up my under eyes throughout the day. If you have your favorite concealer, you can use that over top of this. Just don't use a ton of this. Some people will use like a whole pump. If you push this down all the way, that is enough for like 5 or 6 eyes. That's way too much. I just tried to use a teeny little amount here and then lightly dab it on. Now you can use this cooling tip if you'd like, but I'll just use my finger. See how that just kind of brightens up this whole area around my eyes? And that's it. Again, this is a 30% off plus free shipping plus free gifts with purchase. I'm going to link everything down below. My discount code is Sherry30. Again, you do not have to use all of these steps, but if you had a bunch of different serums and you were wanting to figure out how to layer them, if you did choose to layer that many products, this is just a good example of how I layer my products and how they work really well for me. I hope this video was helpful, and if you do take advantage of this 30% off sale, I hope you have a lot of fun shopping. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.